what I really learned from prison was to be with true self. I mean, before prison, I was actually a lot by myself, always alone, always doing things alone. But in jail, it was different because you were just in this room, 3 by what is it, 2 or something, and you were really alone by yourself because when I was in custody, it was Corona time, so we were almost 24/7 in our cells, only yard time, and that was it. So I was really alone. Really, I could really be and observe my mind, because this is an important thing. To also what I notice now, to not always listen to it, because that is what got me into those loops, got me stuck for years, because the mind, it always tries to know it better, or it tries to keep you at a certain level to keep you safe. It's actually a defensive mechanism, I figured out. I also read a lot, but I mean, through real life, you experience way more than through reading or what. Of course, when you watch videos like these, or when you watch like videos like a mirror, or read books just like a mirror, of course, it can do something in here, and it can activate something, and you will have you will be awake in some sort of way. But to me, real life is what really it really transformed it. So I was in prison like almost, like I said, 24/7 on the cell. So what I did was reading the Bible, reading books, but and just watching the mind, just because you heard other people freak out, right? You heard other people bounce on the door like, let me out. They were getting crazy, putting like being this much on the cell. And also when we got out, for example, we were allowed to, this was right when Corona did some, how do you say it, end a bit. We were allowed to call, and then you saw like it was just like these people didn't think, were like animals. They were immediately fighting over the phone, and because there were only 4 phones on one block, and we were like with what was it, 50 people or something. Yeah, then who's gonna call? The biggest and the baddest is gonna call first. So but it was like near I was getting out already. I wasn't in there for too long, luckily, but it gave some eye openers. Also because I like after some weeks, not even 2 weeks, I got a phone call like your dad is really sick. He has stage 4 cancer, like throat cancer, and he never smoked, he never drank, he always ate healthy, and he was always a sportman. Like he did a construction work, so he was always fit. He always did fighting sports and swimming. He was always out there. And then I heard this, so yeah, that's what really hit me. Like, you're in a 2 by 3 cell, then you get a phone call. Like, I get my lawyer called the prison if I was allowed to go to a certain office away from the block, to just call in a room, which was really like, I was really grateful for that. And because it was not a prison phone, it was literally the phone of an office. Like, that's not, most people are not allowed in that sort of rooms, and I was allowed to call my dad and call the lawyer, like, what's up, right? Because my daddy didn't want to say the baddest, like letting know this worst situation, or how worse the situation actually was. And then you're eating yourself in prison. Like, you can't go nowhere, and you're like, you should just surrender, because what else is there to do? And I think that's for most part in life, it counts as well, business wise, spiritual, mentally, physically just surrender. Like there, you always get to a certain point, and then it's like, okay, whatever, what can you do? Like, I'm locked up, so then should I bash the door? It's not gonna open. This what is it, 30 centimeters thick steel? It's not concrete everywhere, and yeah, the like the you have windows, but there are bars in front of it. Like what are you gonna do? You cannot smash the window. You can do nothing. So you really have to just sit, watch the mind. Of course, you watch the emotions, and that's all you can do. And that's what build. I think that's what builds and shapes you in real life. And everyone has this for themselves in a certain degree. And that's just something we need to face and we need to go through. I don't want to be or sound like a teacher or something too much, but I want to show like a mirror, like it's not only me, right? It can be you as well. And I think now via YouTube, it's finally something I can express that, because I don't, like I said, I don't see much people. I don't talk with people a lot about this. And then it makes it even harder. It makes it more awkward, or it makes it more difficult. But I think that's a good thing, because you can express, and maybe you can help someone in a different way, or on the other side of the screen. You never know. So yeah, with business-wise, I'm not gonna make this video too long. Still doing my branded dropshipping store. I launched the ad on Sunday evening, and I got the sale immediately. I don't know, what was it, Monday morning actually, and I got the sale like 2 hours after. One sale, and I do high ticket product. So I got the sale, and now it's 3 days of silence. Like the ads are spending, and the mind's going like, man, you need to do something. Like it's spending your last bit of money. Well, I've complete trust that this products will work. So I'm just gonna, like I've done dropshipping before. I can help people with it. I didn't make a lot of money with it yet. I lost also a lot of money, but if you want a way out, it's dropshipping. You don't need like, the fulfillment will be done for you. Shopify, it's like 3 months for €1, and yeah, you should really stick to it. That's what I never did. Stick to a certain path. Well, only to some paths that were not the best, but that was God's plan. I keep saying it was not for me back then. So now I see it. Now I'm awake enough to realize, or like, if I would make a bunch of money when I was younger, what would have happened, right? I was not aware of certain things yet, which got me like eye openers, for example, in jail and through real life experience. So yeah, we're gonna keep building this store, no giving up. So I've got this fire. I don't know, like for a couple of days, I've got this fire in me. I don't know how to express it or say, but it cannot be extinguished. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys sometimes have this feeling, like this fire inside. I just keep going, man. Today was rest day. I just keep going. I just went to the gym, did 1 hour of cardio. I said to myself, do only cardio, bam, the shoulders as well. And you know, there's no stopping now. So if you're in this, we're in this together, and I keep going.